Who is better? Let me take you all with me to a story about pen and pencil. Once upon a time, in a small school in a town, there were two groups of kids, the pen kids and the pencil kids. The pen kids were proud of their smooth, elegant pens and believed that they were superior to the pencil kids, who only had simple pencils. The pencil kids, on the other hand, didn't care much about the type of writing instrument they used, as long as they could write. One day, the school announced a writing competition, and both the pen kids and the pencil kids were excited to participate. The competition was to write a short story about a magical land. The pen kids started brainstorming and came up with elaborate ideas for their stories. They spent hours drafting and redrafting their stories, using their fancy pens to make sure that everything was perfect. The pencil kids, however, took a simpler approach. They just started writing their stories using their pencils to make changes and corrections as they went along. The day of the competition arrived, and both groups nervously waited for their turn to read their stories aloud. The pen kids went first and read out their stories with pride, impressed by their own beautiful handwriting. However, despite their effort, their stories lacked depth and creativity, as they had been too focused on the presentation rather than the content. Then it was the turn of the pencil kids. They read their stories aloud, and despite having less fancy writing tools, their stories were full of imaginations, adventure, and emotions. Their stories took the listeners on a journey through a magical land and left a lasting impression on everyone. In the end, the pencil kids won the competition, much to the surprise of the pen kids. The pen kids realized that it wasn't about the type of writing instrument they used, but about the creativity and effort they put into their writing. They learned that the most important thing was to have fun and enjoy the process of writing. From that day on, the pen kids and the pencil kids worked together, sharing their ideas and their passion for writing. They realized that they could learn from each other and that the most important thing was not the tool they used, but the joy. Wasn't that a beautiful story? Thanks for listening.